Tonight we had stewed jerk chicken, rice and peas, and cabbage. Starting off with my vegetables, I have some ginger, some green onions separated and diced as well as sliced, and I have some garlic, onions, and bell peppers in red, orange, yellow, and green. I also had a habanero and I cut up my cabbage as well. Then I got started on my boneless, skinless chicken thighs that were cleaned and trimmed and added to a bowl with my salt-free jerk seasoning, as well as some of this Adam's jerk seasoning, some browning, and then this Walker's Wood jerk marinade in both the mild and hot. I added those in there, and then I added in some ginger, some habanero, garlic, as well as my colorful peppers, onions, and green onions. And I just mixed that up and set it aside to marinate for a few hours. Then when it came time to cooking it, I got my skillet with some oil and browned up my chicken on all sides and repeated that process till everything was cooked. And then I transferred that into another pot. Then into that same pan, I added in the vegetables with some water, and then I poured that over the pot until it had enough water to cover it, and I added in the rest of that seasoning as well as some jerk seasoning and some chicken bouillon and set that aside. For my rice, I had some coconut milk, kidney beans, some habanero, ginger, garlic, some green onions, and some of the darks of the green onions. Then I washed my rice, drained my beans, and added all of my liquid into the measuring cup, and I put that in a pan and seasoned that with those aromatics. And then I added some chicken bouillon, some kosher salt, some garlic, onion, black pepper, a little bit of allspice, a bay leaf, and some thyme. And then I just stirred that around and let it come to a simmer. Then I added in my rice, mixed that in, and added in the beans. And I put the lid on it, turned it down to low, let it simmer for about 15 minutes, let it steam for 5, and then I took that bay leaf out and fluffed up my rice. Then I went ahead and checked on my chicken, just stirred it around, make sure it was not burning on the bottom, and got started on my cabbage. Added in some bacon fat, and then I added in all the veggies, which was cabbage, peppers, onions, and some ginger. Then I added some chicken bouillon, garlic, onion, black pepper, as well as some of that jerk seasoning from earlier. And then I just sauteed that till it was cooked to the softness I wanted. Then I went ahead and checked on my chicken. By this point, it should be nice and tender, and that liquid is nice and reduced. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you try it, let me know.